first term of this arithmetic sequence, okay? So, obviously, I have an arithmetic sequence of 7, 4, 1, dot, dot, dot. Obviously, I'm subtracting 3, so my common difference is negative 3. Do you see that okay? I'm adding a negative 3 over and over, so my common difference is negative 3, okay? My first term is 7. So, here's the formula they've given you to find the nth term. Now we can use this formula for many things, okay? A subscript n equals a subscript 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Alright, now we're looking for the 101st term, so a subscript n would be a 101 equals a subscript 1 is your first term, 7 plus n. Well, guys, look, n is the same n that's here, and what do we put for n? 101. So for n we put 101, and then for d we put negative 3. So this is pretty simple. We have 7 plus 100, because 101 minus 1 is 100, times negative 3. You guys know to do your multiplication. So it'd be 7 plus a negative 300. Alright. 7 plus a negative 300, which would give you negative 293. Alright. And that's it. That's your 101st term. Alright. Moving on to number 3. On quiz number 23, what term is negative 296? Now, I kind of messed up on this, but you can still solve it, okay? So here we go. We can use, well, first of all, I have 3 7/3. So if you take 7/3 minus 3, you will get, remember when you're finding the common difference, listen, when you're finding the common difference, you can subtract any consecutive 2 terms, but always put the highest term first. So if I subtract these 2 terms, this is term 1, this is term 2, that's the higher term. The higher term goes first, okay? So 7/3 minus 3 is negative 2/3. So your common difference is negative 2/3. Or if you wanted to, you could have subtracted terms 2 and 3. But if you did that, remember the higher term is term 3. So that comes first. 5/3 minus 7/3, which is negative 2/3. Okay? So your common difference is negative 2/3. Your a subscript 1 is 3. Now we're trying to find what term negative 296 is. Okay, so here we go. A subscript n equals a subscript 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Now, we know for a subscript 1 we can definitely put 3. Okay? Now, n is what we're looking for. We're looking for what term is 296. So n is my unknown. D is my common difference, negative 2/3. Now, what do I put for a subscript n? Well, think about it. That's the term you're looking for. So a subscript n is negative 296. And now we're all set. So here we go. Negative 296 equals 3. Now, this negative 2/3 gets multiplied through the parentheses, okay? Negative 2/3 times n. Negative 2/3 n. Negative 2/3 times negative 1. Positive 2/3. Look at that. Now let's continue. Negative 296 equals 3 and 2/3 minus 2/3 n. 3 and 2/3 is where I combine these two like terms right here. Positive 3, positive 2/3. Now, bring this over and make it negative, so I have negative 3 and 2/3. Okay, so bring that over to the other side. And on the left side, I'm left with negative 2/3. Over here, I'm left with negative 299 sides by negative 2/3. And you get kind of a weird answer. It's not a very good answer because there's really no such thing as the 449th and a half term. But that is what you get, and that's fine. I could have made probably a better problem, to be honest with you, but it's fine. So 449.5 is the answer. Alright? If you have any problems with typing this into your calculator or anything, let me know and I will help you, okay? Alright. Let's see, is that it for this quiz? Yeah, that's it. Those were the only two that were missed. No, I'm sorry, that's not it. Number 6. So we're still on quiz number 23, number 6. We're going to find the sum of the odd numbers from 1 to 199. Now, that means I have odd numbers starting at 1, 3, 5, 7, dot, 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 all the way to 199. Now, the first thing you need to notice is you do have an arithmetic sequence or series because you're adding 2 over and over. Do you see that? Okay, so we are finding the sum of an arithmetic series. Alright, or again, sequence. I probably should be a little more specific. It's an arithmetic series because we're adding, but so we're going to find the sum of an arithmetic series. So there is a formula for that. Let me say that again. When you're finding the sum of an arithmetic series, there is a formula for that, and here it is. Now, a subscript 1 is your first term, which is 1. A subscript n is your last term, which is 199. That's easy, okay? So we're finding the sum. Now here's where it gets tricky. The sum of how many terms? Well, we don't know. Let's be really careful here, okay? We could try to add all these up, okay? And try to find how many terms we're going to have. But let's just look for a pattern. Let's do it quicker that way. Watch. If I just have these two terms here, 1 and 3, if I add them together and divide it by 2, I would get 2. I have 2 terms. For these 3 terms, if I add them together, I would get 9. Is that right or not? Let me check. Hold on 1 second. Okay, guys, I'm back. So if we just had these 2 terms here, add them, divide by 2, and you get 2. If I just add these 3 terms, add these 2, 5 plus 1 is 6, divide by 2, and you get 3. We have 3 terms. Look at these 4. If I add my first and my last term, 8 divided by 2, I get 4. I have 4 terms. So if I take my first term here and my last term here, add them together, and divide by 2, I get 100. And that's how many terms I would have from 1 to 199. Just the odd numbers, I would have 100. So I'm adding up a total of how many numbers? 100. So S subscript 100 equals 100 over 2. So what I have is this. I have the sum of these 100 terms equals 100 over 2 is 50. So 50 times 1 plus 199 is 200. And 50 times 200 is 10,000. And that's how you would solve that. Okay, moving on to number 8. Now, first of all, you have got a ton of work to do on this problem. We've got so many terms to add. It's crazy. I mean, we're going to have to put a 7 in, then an 8, then a 9, then a 10, all the way up to 50. And then add all those up. And that's really, really crazy. Okay, so, here's what we're going to do. We're going to put a 7 in first, okay? And when you do, you get out 1979. Then I'm going to put an 8 in next. I'm going to get out 1976. Then I'm going to put a 9 in next. I get out 1973. Do you see the pattern? Thankfully, this summation notation is an arithmetic series. Okay? It's an arithmetic series because I'm subtracting 3 to each term. This term, once 1979 minus 3, 1976 minus 3, we're subtracting 3 over and over and over. So we do have an arithmetic series. That's good. So because we have an arithmetic series, we can use our formula for an arithmetic series. That's so important that you guys learn to recognize when you can use this formula and when you can't. You can use this formula when you have an arithmetic sum or an arithmetic series, okay? And that's what we have. Now, I just showed you we're subtracting 3 over and over, okay? Now my first term is going to be, what was it? 1979. Okay? When I put a 7 in, I get out 1979 plus, now put 50 in to get your last term. A subscript n is your last term. Put a 50 in and you will get out 1850. Okay? Put a 50 in right here. 3 times 50, 150. 2000 minus 150, 1850. Okay, now, a lot of you might have put 50 for your n, and if you did, that's wrong. Well, Mr. Arrow, that's right, there's a 50 right here. Yeah, if this was a 1, then it would be okay. Then it would be okay to put a 50 because we'd have 50 numbers in our sum. But we don't have 50 numbers. We're starting at 7, ending at 50. So remember, you take 50 minus 7, and that gives you 43, and then you add 1, so we have 44 total numbers. Now you might say, Mr. Earhart, why do we add 1? Well, pretend for a second we had a 7 here and a 9 here, okay? Got it? So we put a 7 in, get out a number. Put an 8 in, get out a number. Put a 9 in and get out a number, right? How many terms would I have? 3. But yet when you take 9 minus 7, you only get 2. Anytime you take your greatest value minus your smallest value, you have to add 1 to get your total amount of terms. I just proved that to you right here. If you got a 9 and a 7 here, 9 minus 7 is 2, but you'd really have 3 terms. A term for the 7, a term for the 8, and a term for the 9. So that's why you have to add 1, okay? So 50 minus 47 is 43, add 1, you get 44. So now the sum of these 44 numbers would be 44 over 2 is 22. 22 times, let's see, what would this be? I'll try to add it quickly here with my calculator to save time. 1979 plus 1850 gives you 3,829. Alright, when you multiply those two numbers together, you will get the right answer, which is, hold on 1 second here. 84,238. Alright. And there it is. Okay. Alright. And that's it, guys. I think that's it for this quiz. Yep, that's it. Alright, guys. Hope this helps. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to call or email.